Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Dawson. Hello everybody, my name is Mrs. Dawson and I'm one of the languages teachers here at Maastricht High School. Now today we're going to be doing an introduction to French ready for when you start here as Year 7s in September. So today we're going to be looking at how we can greet each other in French, and we can use this in our first few lessons when we start. So our in and on. An in and on is the first activity that we do when we get into the classroom. So you can see that you've got a range of different vocabulary here, all about greetings in French. How many of these phrases do you already know in English? I'm going to go through them first of all in French so you can hear what they sound like. S'il vous plaît, ça va bien, je m'appelle, au revoir, ça va mal, oui, bonjour, bon anniversaire, salut, bonne journée, comment t'appelles-tu, et merci. So, if you want to go ahead and pause the video for 2 or 3 minutes and see if you can write down as much of this vocabulary in English. Okay, we're going to go through the answers. So, s'il vous plaît means please. Ça va bien, I'm good. Au revoir, goodbye. Ça va mal, I'm not good. Je m'appelle, I'm called. Oui, yes. Bonjour, hello. Bon anniversaire, happy birthday. Salut, hi. Bonne journée, have a good day. Comment t'appelles-tu? What are you called, or what's your name? And merci is thanks. So, in today's lesson, can we understand and use common phrases in French to introduce ourselves to others and to be able to say some greetings? First of all, we need to know the French alphabet, especially when it comes to being able to say what your name is. So, as you can see, we've got the French alphabet here, and in brackets we've got how it sounds phonetically. I'm going to read through them and you can repeat after me, and then we're going to listen to a little song. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now, if we listen to this little song here, we'll be able to practice the alphabet a little bit more.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Je connais mon alphabet, maintenant chantez avec moi. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Je connais mon alphabet, maintenant chantez avec moi.
So I'd probably recommend that you rewind the video and listen to the alphabet a little bit more, a few more times, and practice along as much as you can. As you can hear, it's a little bit different to how the English alphabet sounds, but the more you practice, the more you'll get used to it. Okay, so some key phrases. We've got bonjour, means hello. Comment t'appelles-tu? What are you called, or what's your name? Je m'appelle means I am called. So I would say, je m'appelle Madame Dawson. because that means I am called Mrs. Dawson. Comment ça s'écrit? How is it spelt? This is where we use our alphabet. So for me, I would say D-A-W-S-O-N. Ça va? How are you? Ça va bien, merci. I'm good, thank you. Or ça va mal. I'm not good. Au revoir is goodbye. So we're going to be using these key phrases in this lesson to introduce ourselves to others. You've got your second activity now, which is a gap fill activity, using all the vocabulary from this list here to be able to introduce ourselves. So we've got bonjour, and then there's something missing, t'appelles-tu. You need to work out which word from the word cloud needs to go in this gap. Once you've finished the activity, you can go through the answers. So if you pause here, see if you can work out what the answers should be, and then we'll go through the script. Okay, so our answers are bonjour, comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Michael. Ça s'écrit comment? M-I-C-H-A-E-L. Ça va? Oui, ça va bien, merci. Au revoir. Au revoir. So I want you to check your answers with the conversation on the board and see how many of them you got right. Now we're going to do a little bit of listening practice. Now listening is a really, really key skill when we're learning a language, and it's not something to be afraid of. You'll do loads of listening activities when you start here in September. The reason why it's really important, well, think about it. It's how we learn our language when we're younger. When we're babies and when we're small children, we learn our language by listening to it. So the best way that we can learn French is by listening to it. So you've got some phrases, but they're all jumbled up in the wrong order. You need to listen to the conversation and see if you can match up what you're hearing with what's on the board and put it in the right order.
Salut,
Salut, comment t'appelles-tu?
je m'appelle Olivia.
Et ça s'écrit comment?
O-L-I-V-I-A.
Ça va?
Non, ça va mal.
À plus, Olivia.
À plus.
So you're welcome to listen to this as many times as you need to see if you can put these phrases in the right order to make the conversation. Once you've finished and you think you've got it, I'm going to go to the next slide and see what the answers are.
Salut,
Salut, comment t'appelles-tu?
je m'appelle Olivia.
Et ça s'écrit comment?
O-L-I-V-I-A.
Ça va?
Non, ça va mal.
À plus, Olivia.
À plus.
So I'll read it through as well. So we start off with salut. Salut, comment t'appelles-tu? Je m'appelle Olivia. Et ça s'écrit comment? O-L-I-V-I-A. Et ça va? Non, ça va mal. À plus, Olivia. À plus. Now, can you see if you can translate this conversation back into English based on the key phrases that we've looked at this lesson? That will give you a good idea as to how much you already know. Now, it's your turn to create your own dialogue introducing yourself in French. So we've done lots of different activities going through these key phrases to introduce ourselves. Can you produce your own conversation introducing yourself? So thinking about, what does hello mean in French? What are you called? I am called. How is it spelt? How are you? I'm good, thanks, or I'm not good, and goodbye. You could even practice this with somebody at home to develop those speaking skills and those listening skills. Now it's time to get a little bit creative, and this is the work that we'd like to see when you join us in September. I want you to create a comic strip of two people meeting and greeting each other in French. Just like you can see here, it's a little comic strip and you're putting the French into speech bubbles. Now, to get a little bit cultural, we want to see that the conversation is happening in France or in a French-speaking country. Maybe you could draw in some flags or some famous landmarks like the Eiffel Tower here, the Tour Eiffel, or you could even put some French food around there just to show that little bit of culture. Don't worry if you're not a Picasso, that's absolutely fine. Just do your best with creating your little comic strip using the phrases that we've learned this lesson. Once you've completed this work, tweet it to us at Rastrick MFL. We'd love to see the work that you've done at home, ready for when you join us in September. Now, in order to get ahead, ready for September, I've got on the board here some key phrases and key vocabulary that we use all the time. So if you want to do a little bit of revision or preloading that we like to call it here, ready for September, see if you can spend some time looking at this slide here, practicing your French numbers or maybe your opinion phrases. You could even put this vocabulary that's on the board into your own format. You could do a mind map, you could make some flashcards, and you can bring that with you when you join us. We'll go through the numbers really quickly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You could even record yourself on your phone saying that out loud so that you can keep practicing it in the future. So, make sure that you visit the Rastrick website for all the latest MFL resources, and we'd also love to see any work that you produce from home. So remember to tweet us at Rastrick MFL with your comic strips and with any of that preloading that you've done ready for September. You could earn your first achievement points before you've even started. Okay, restez en sécurité et à bientôt. Stay safe and we'll see you soon. Au revoir!